just said it. Where's the send your phone? Show your voice. Okay. Hey. No, we made you sound good. Ready to run to a wall. This is what the team's going to watch tomorrow after.
Also brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win a Texas Tech VIP Suite experience at RedRaidersContest.com. And by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Visit Rudy's.com to find real Texas barbecue near you.
He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Wow, that ought to just about do it, yeah?
Now, here's your host, Chris Level.
Hello, Red Raider fans. Welcome to Red Raider Football with Joey McGuire right here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, South Loop 29 and Slide Road. We are here until 7 o'clock every Thursday throughout the fall, and talking season is over.
No doubt.
Almost. We got an hour left
there we go.
tonight, Coach, but the games begin this weekend. Looking forward to this. Again, here every week on a Thursday night from 6 to 7 o'clock. If you've got questions here in the audience, make sure you get those written down and bring those up to the front. We will get those asked. They're selling tickets, $10 tickets. I believe the young man named Jesse is in the back somewhere selling tickets for the game against Murray State on Saturday night. But you're finally here. You're on the cusp.
Right.
About 48 hours away from almost right now. You're ready to for your team to kind of play a game and kind of through camp and all that stuff?
Yeah, I'm ready. I know they are. They're ready to hit somebody else. I mean, yesterday was the best practice we've had since I've been here, and I just got off the phone with Matt Rule, and I told him, I said, there was a point in practice where I was standing and I was like, I might have to stop this because we're going to hurt each other. I mean, they're flying around, and they really are ready to hit somebody else.
Take me through, let's just go way back here because, I'll take you back to Memphis.
Yeah.
And you watched this team. You had an interesting seat in the house watching this team win their bowl game. And it's your team, essentially. But I think you saw something in them that night that you could tap into, and you've kind of taken that through the offseason. Play hard. They
Right.
did it that night, and now that's all we've talked about and everybody's heard about all offseason.
Seeing them, they really – I think there was a weight off the shoulders whenever we made that kick against Iowa State. And you became bowl eligible, and you could see the freedom that they played with in that bowl game. And that's how you're supposed to play. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game, and you're supposed to play that way. And I got a glimpse that team that's who they are and want to be. And so it was our job to build off of that. And I definitely think you'll see a team like that on Saturday that's going to play really hard and have a lot of fun and play for each other.
Have you realized how busy you would be in this role? And most of it, I'm sure, is a lot of fun. But I know this is you getting tugged and pulled at by a lot of people and all those things. Take me through how much busier you are than maybe even you thought you'd be.
Well, I knew a little bit, what kind of job this was going to be, and I have great mentors.
You just mentioned one of them.
Yeah, Robert Woods, whenever I was at Crowley and Cedar Hill, and then Matt Rule and Dave Aranda. I mean, I got to see them behind the scenes and everything. This is a different place, though, in a good way. Texas Tech and the fan base, I mean, it's real, and it's really important, and you can feel how important it is and how much they love this university. And so, even if I am – at any point, and I'm never tired, but if I am ever tired or anything like that, I mean, these people just give me the juice, and the players give me the juice to just, if I am busy, it's so what, let's go to work, roll up our sleeves, and have fun doing it.
Wanted to mention, too, we'll be joined later on in the show by Associate Head Coach Kenny Perry.
Yep.
And then Taj Brooks and Roderick Thompson, a couple of our RBs be with us. And I know that you think highly of those guys. There's a lot of – was the talent that you inherited here – tell me what your thought was about the roster when you kind of – okay, this is now my team. We need to add to it. We need to tweak it, whatever. What was your assessment of kind of what you have here?
Good talent. You had some I definitely think on the defensive side of the ball you had some experience. I think putting those guys in some different position is going to help them. It's going to help us tremendously. I mean, when you take Tyree Wilson and you put him on the edge, and he's primary playing the edge, meaning the edge of a tackle or an edge of a tight end, he changes his whole game. It changes his whole game. It's going to change his career. I thought the DBs, we had experience. Two really good older running backs. Cameron Valdez is a guy that's going to be really good for us. He's not going to get to play Saturday. He's a little banged up, and it's killing me and killing him, but he'll be back and be ready to go. I knew we had young receivers. The biggest thing for us, and you see how we recruit and you see what we've done, is the O-line and D-line. You can't play defense the way you're supposed to play defense and not have the depth in the D-line. And so we've been able to create that. And then we lost some good offensive linemen that we had to replace, and then we had to have more of them. I mean, I'll say it is until the day I die in red and black, big people beat up little people. And I think that's really important that you're good up front. And I think we're creating that. And so I'm excited.
Your love of recruiting, you've never that's really, I think it's your core. That's what you're really good at, and you're good at a lot of things, but I think you really enjoy that part of the process. Is that this program's identity before you play a game to this point?
Right now,
okay.
Until they see us, until everybody sees us play, that's kind of our identity. Like, that's what kind of kicked everything off.
Yeah.
If you think about it, the day I was announced, I mean, I had 3 guys ready to go and commit, and they're on campus, and they're going to be really good football players for us.
Ric Flair emojis were going everywhere that day. That's right.
Doubt.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, if you think about recruiting, it's building relationships. That's what I'm all about. I mean, that's how you build a team, and so that gives you an edge whenever you have that kind of mentality that comes first. And so I think it, really helped us get going right now. We're in a good spot. I mean, we've got 25 commits. I can't talk about those guys but we have 25 guys that we feel
you almost can. There's
makers.
Almost no rules anymore.
Yeah,
so
I know.
It's crazy. Almost just talk about what.
Yeah.
Does Joey? I should maybe ask your wife this, but does Joey McGuire ever have a bad day?
No, never. I heard somebody say this one time. It's probably about 20 years ago, and I've stuck with it. I mean, I think we all have bad moments. It's our choice. Do we create those moments into bad days? You can have a bad moment, but you got 24 hours to
fix it.
So, if it's 30 minutes of a bad moment, or my wife gets upset with me, then I just kind of what's next and try to get going in the right direction. Now, if Jonathan over there ever says no about something we need, that'd be a bad moment that might be a little bit longer, but, it'd just be a moment. He'll say yes eventually.
I feel like I've got to ask you before we go too much further in the show, too. I know that I probably, like most people in this city and the part of the fan base, will never look at a cactus the same again. That's been a lot of fun, huh?
Yeah. I mean, if you really, you try to define the passion of our fan base and just say cactus, and people will understand it, I mean, I've kind of made this joke that there's been other universities that have done, different NIL deals, and they're all excited about X amount of money, and I'm like, shoot, y'all pissed us off, and we raised money for cactuses, and all of a sudden wrote a check for $15,000 to the Matador Club in 30 minutes. So if you really want to know the passion of the Red Raiders, it's in the cactus, and don't poke the Red Raider.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, again, it cracks me up. Hey, tell me about the cactus thing. You just got to know, man.
Yeah,
you just got to.
No doubt.
Yeah, it's hard to explain it. Let's talk about your team a little bit. Quarterback situation. This was much talked about and discussed and fawned over all off season. You guys have made a decision there with Tyler. You really love your group. Discuss those 3 guys a little bit.
Man, I do. I love those guys, and it's been if you come to practice and see the 2 guys that are not the starter, the way they practice, you would think they were the starter. I mean, there's no drop off in the way they're practicing right now. I think a little bit, I was actually talking today, I think a little bit because there was an injury last year and they understand you're 1 snap away, it might have been a little bit easier for them to take that they weren't named the starter, even though they were disappointed because they're such great competitors. But in Tyler Shuck, he won the job, and that's what I wanted. I wanted somebody to come in and take the job. And he really did. Very high IQ, You've got to have, like when we're sitting there and talking about how you recruit a quarterback to Texas Tech, and Zach Kitley's offense, they have to understand football. They have to be able to control an offense because he put so much on those guys. And Tyler just kind of, took that all summer long, went into camp, and showed that he was a guy that could really get us where we needed to be. Donovan, he didn't back away. He's got a big arm. He can win. We've seen that. He won a big game in the bowl game, and I'm excited to have him. You're going to see him. You're going to see him. If Tyler plays the entire year, hopefully he does. Nothing happens to any of our guys. But you're going to see Donovan in every game, and you're going to see him do a bunch of different things. And then you've got the young gunslinger. I mean, as much arm talent as anywhere in the country in Baron Morton, and it's one of those deals. Baron would be the first one to tell you right now his is reps, understanding defenses and seeing what they're trying to do, and he's getting it, and all three of those guys are going to be really, really good for us.
Should be fun. 7 o'clock Saturday night, Murray State. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We've got some questions from the audience. We'll ask you about the Racers of Murray State from Murray, Kentucky. Coach Hood's team and all that. We'll do that when we return. Red Raider Football with Joey McGuire from Rudy's Barbecue. We'll continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Everything Texas Tech at shopthematador.com and enjoy free shipping. Shop for Under Armour coaches sideline and on the field players gear. Shop for brand names like Texas Tech Yeti drinkware and stylish, trendy game day wear. The Matador is proud to be locally owned, alumni, and student operated. We are loyal and passionate about Texas Tech. Shopthematador.com.
You know Metal Mart is the place to get all the metals you need for your big projects. But did you know Metal Mart also offers building kits? We're talking 24 by 24 from $7,699 to 40 by 60 at just $25,999. Plus all sizes in between in 8 different colors. With a 30-year warranty on color walls and 20 years on Gavilan Plus. Your job just got a little easier with your new building kit from Metal Mart. Check us out at 4309 Idlewild Road or metalmart.com. Metal Mart, the right materials for the right price.
Football is all about the team, and in farming you certainly need a team to be successful. Wiley Implement and Spray Centers, your genuine Case IH parts and service dealer, is on your team to keep your equipment at the top of your game. With 14 locations across Texas, Wiley Implement is going to be close by. See us at WileySprayers.com for genuine Case IH parts and service.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business and even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
ASCO Equipment knows roads don't wait, job sites don't wait, and deadlines don't wait. That's why at ASCO, we're on it, faster than the speed of our customers' needs. So no matter what you're digging, grading, or loading, we've got a full line of Case Construction equipment to help you get the job done. You can buy or rent, and we'll service and support. And because it's Case Construction equipment, you know it'll be comfortable, powerful, and versatile. At ASCO, we're on it, whatever it is.
West Texas weather is always unpredictable, and when high winds and debris damage your roof, there's only one company to call, Andrus Brothers Roofing. ABR has been in business for over 35 years and are part of the Lubbock Area Roofing Contractors Associations, so you know they'll do the job right. If it's not ABR, it's not Andrus Brothers Roofing.
Andrus Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andrus Brothers Roofing, every time.
They're number one. Scarborough Specialties is your one-source supplier for all your promotional product needs. Experience the difference. Embroidery to screen printing to graphic design. No job is too big or too small. Scarborough Specialties has the best showroom in Texas, and they provide great customer service. Scarborough Specialties, Lubbock owned and operated since 1992, and a proud corporate partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
For 10 years, the West Texas Land Guys have been turning land into dreams. West Texas Land Guys specialize in developing raw land into builder-ready master plan communities. Having developed hundreds of acres across 10 successful communities in the Lubbock area alone, West Texas Land Guys is one of Lubbock's premier land developers. Whether you're thinking of selling land or want to buy a lot for your dream home, we've got you covered. Visit westtexaslandguys.com to see how
30 seconds.
This is Texas Tech Athletics Director Kirby Hoka. Red Raider fans are some of the best and most passionate fans in the nation, and there's no denying it. There is also no denying that supporting our sponsors is one of the best ways to support the Red Raiders. Year after year, when businesses support the Red Raiders, they help provide funding for the
10 seconds.
and make games like the ones you're listening to on this Texas Tech radio network possible. So next time you're in need of a product or service, show your Red Raider spirit and support the companies that support Texas Tech.
Strahan in motion, comes to the H-back spot on the left side. Low snap to Toon. He's back to throw. Has plenty of time again, deep down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Pearson has it. He's got the interception at the 20-yard line.
Reggie Pearson Jr. with the highlight right there. Make sure you slide over to your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com to place your order for their real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget, Rudy's serves made-to-order and grab-and-go breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Red Raider football with Joey McGuire back here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, South Loop 289 and Slide Road, here until 7 o'clock. We will be joined by Associate Head Coach Kenny Perry and running backs Sir Roderick Thompson and Taj Brooks here in a little bit. But, Coach, let's get to some questions from the listeners. And before we do that, let's talk about the funeral director, I think is his nickname. Is that the best nickname you've ever heard?
With Reggie.
Oh, yeah. I said, man, you need to lean into that one. That's really good there.
Yeah, well, he had a hard hit in that, remember, that bowl game, and kind of set the tone. So,
yes,
no
did.
doubt.
Yeah, who's got the best nickname on the team?
That might be
I
don't know.
If it's not that one, is there anybody else that sticks out, like as far as nicknames for guys?
Well, I mean, I like Rabbit, of course.
Okay,
I don't call him anything else but Rabbit.
Yeah. Like, what's your real name?
Yeah, Jay Boog. I like Jay Boog.
Jay Boog, yes.
And so that's always good.
Let's see. Are you ready? This is from Melanie here in the audience. Are you ready for the best entrance in pregame college football?
Man, I literally have watched the YouTubes thousands and thousands of times. Debbie can tell you we have got a family group text, and I have sent probably 10 different ones to them. We were actually talking at Huff, and I were talking about it in the office today, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that first note of the band to crank up, and that means that horse is fixed to run, and we're coming out. So I can't wait.
This is from Jan. What is your favorite thing about living in Lubbock?
Well, that's really I got a couple good ones. That's really easy for me, man. I've gained 10 pounds since I've come to Lubbock because the food's absolutely incredible. Back in I think '91 is the first time I ate at Spanky's. And I think I talked about that.
Fried cheese.
The fried cheese,
yes.
But for me, it's the people. I just can't explain to people outside of Lubbock and West Texas, just the type of people that you meet every day that care about what's going on, that are so, it's true Texas. It's true Texas. And everybody's together. I think we're pulling in the right direction, the same direction. And then there's a chip on our shoulder. And, that's kind of who we are. And that's the brand. That's kind of the team that we want to be, is we want to have a chip on our shoulder. And, it's us against the world. And so
it's the cactus.
It is. So, the food and the people really are a lot of it.
Undefeated.
Yes.
From Mark, why are recruits listed as an athlete instead of a running back or cornerback?
I think like for some of us with our guys is you've got some kids that are in different schools that are playing different positions, and they're listed that way in high school. With us, we want to recruit the best athlete. We want to have the most athletic class. Like right now, we're probably, I think in some polls, we're like 17th in the nation, and we're in some of them, we're like 23rd. But we're in the top 5 in the most athletic class in the country. We have probably the fastest class in the country. And so we want guys that are athletes that I trust my coaches are going to develop them into a DB or into a running back. And so I think sometimes you see that to where they're listed as athletes because they could play on either side of the ball. We've got a couple like that in this class right now.
Versatile.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what you want. Let's see. Are we going? Okay, from Lauren, are we going to be able to purchase football jerseys with players' names on them?
I think that's one of the deals that we have right now. The really cool thing with us is the player actually gets a percentage of that, and so I think that's great for the player, but it's also great for the fan base to be able to represent your favorite player and the guys that you love wearing the red and black.
Now, this comes from a buddy of yours. Yeah, so I told him, I'll ask the question. This is from Judd in the Metroplex. Ask him who his favorite wrestler was back in the day and why.
Oh, Lord, I don't even like –
He has another one. I don't know if it's appropriate.
No,
I'll let you read that. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to read on there. It has to do with we
don't want to talk. We don't want to talk about that one. That embarrassed Judd. It ain't going to embarrass me. It's not going to embarrass me. I was a Kerry Von Erich fan.
Oh, yeah.
I was huge. I mean, you grew up in that era. And then, of course, Ric Flair's what I always use whenever we get a commit. But, I love the Von Erichs. And,
modern-day warrior.
And the Sportatorium.
Yeah.
And watched wrestling with my granddad, every Friday night whenever I was young and kind of grew up in that era.
Love it. Skandar Akbar.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the bad guy. Let's see, from Randy, Coach McGuire, I know you were a big P1. That's the radio station, the ticket there in the Metroplex. How long have you listened to the Little Ticket, and who's your leader at the ticket? And it says TTHL. I'm not sure.
No, that's a turn those horns loose.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's a different Longhorn. So, I'm a huge. I love sports talk radio and really just sports in general. And so I love to hear different people's opinion and what different people think. I mean, I'll get on the. I never comment, but I'll get on our boards and see what people are saying and
message boards,
whether they say good or bad. I just always like to hear people's opinion, man. I grow from it, and I've learned even more of the history of Texas Tech. A lot of it is that of trying to read the excitement, but also different things that happened in our past.
From Alton, while you were getting to know each player's athletic ability, which player pleasantly surprised you the most, and which one put forth the most effort? That's a great question.
Man, that is a great question. I love, these guys have worked so hard. Two, I know y'all are going to get to hear. I'm really excited about Sir Roderick and the way he wears number 4, and he and I always talk about the dirty 4. And the dirty 4 is just getting tough yardage, and so I'm excited to see him play on Saturday. He's really bought in. If there's a surprise, if you don't know Sir Roderick, at times he's quiet. He won't be quiet tonight. But he's quiet until you get to know him. And, man, I will never forget we're working out in a really cold day. I'm going to say it was 32 degrees because that's what the NCAA allows you to go outside. So it was 32. And I said something to him about playing for the guy to the right and left of you. And I'll never forget, he said, "Amen, Coach." And I was like, okay, I got this dude. He's fixed to be special. Which he already was, but just a special leader. He's one of our captains, and, he's a true tough guy. And so that guy, I knew he had talent, but I'm really proud of the way he's handled being in more of a leadership role, and I'm proud, how he's done in camp of kind of being that leader, because we've had some running backs banged up, and, he got every one of our players that made every practice, in camp, got Tough Guys Only shirt, and, he got one, and really proud of him and the way he's going to play on Saturday.
What really bothers me about Sir Roderick is he doesn't smile ever.
No.
It's like, I'm kidding. He's always smiling. Every time you look at him, he's just smiling.
Oh, yeah.
Show me them teeth, kid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always smiling. Happy guy. We're going to have him at the end of the show, but talk to me about your relationship with Kenny Perry. I know you guys go way back.
Yeah, he was my best friend,
Yeah.
And he'll be the first one to tell you that we're best friends, and he'll take a bullet for me, but I have a bullet in the chamber for him if he screws up. So, he's a guy that he's kind of a chameleon from the standpoint of he can blend with every kid, no matter where they're from. He just, like, kids just gravitate to him. He played at Houston, so he's got a connection in that area, so he's a strong recruiter in Houston. But, he's spent his life in Dallas-Fort Worth. He's very well respected. He was on Texas high school board of directors. And so, he was a no-brainer. The other thing about him, he's the most competitive dude, and we have a lot of them, but he is the most competitive dude. And he'll lose sleep on not being prepared to win a football game. And just he's bald, so he's pulled all his hair out on different times, but it's just my guy. He is one guy that pulls no punches whenever it comes to me and being a head coach. Some people will sugarcoat maybe some stuff that they should say to the head coach, but with Kenny, he's brutally honest, good or bad. If we're doing something that needs to be changed, or he'll give me his opinion on what we should be doing. So that's a guy you got to have in your corner. And so I knew he was like that, so I had to have him on the staff.
Yeah, he's one of the first guys you added.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Let's talk about Saturday night, 7 o'clock. You got the Raider Walk coming back and doing some things there. Kind of take me through that and just kind of what fans can expect, and we'll get into Murray State here in a second. But what are you excited about?
Well, we need everybody there for the Raider Walk.
Yeah.
I know it's coming back. We're going to be right there at that turn of the indoor.
Drive of Champions,
yes.
I think, yeah. Okay.
And so we're going to come out there. I thought it was important, to add a little bit more of the walk-in, for two things. I think it's a big deal for the players. They're really excited about it. So Roderick is really excited about it whenever I was telling him, and I think them having that interaction with our fans is they'll feel the energy, and that's only going to help us, get ready for the game. And so I thought that was important. And then I think it's important for our fans. The more we're together, the more they see this team and what we're trying to do, the easier they'll get behind us. And so I'm excited about that, and I can't wait to get in the locker room. I'm kind of some of my pregame speeches, people say, you plan them out. None of them are. I just kind of think through the week and maybe the important things that I need to hit before the game. And so I'm excited about where that's going to go. And then, we've already talked about coming out of the tunnel. I'm ready for that. I'm really excited about who we're playing because Coach Hood does such a great job. They're a effort-based team like we are. They play really hard. I think maybe because he's a defensive head coach, you kind of tend to see guys like that. And so, the one thing that I believe is, you just don't let people out-effort you. You don't let them outplay you, whether it's you got to execute, you got to tackle, but how hard you play is so important. And so we're playing a team that way, and so it's going to allow us to see where we're at. If it was a team that was more about X's and O's and scheme, we might not be getting in the game that I want to get into first. I want to kind of get into a backyard brawl and, see how tough we are as a football team.
And they've got a really good quarterback in DJ Williams that I know you guys have a lot of respect for. And this is a team with back-to-back winning seasons in the last couple of years. And you actually have some coaches on your staff that coached against them, I guess, last year. Yeah,
so Josh Cochran and Kirk Bryant both were played against them. Austin P. Whenever they played them, and they gave us great scouting reports. They've kind of turned their roster over, so it's going to be interesting. They still have really good players. The quarterback's a dual threat guy, and they're going to run him, so that's always a little scary because you're playing responsibility football, and we're going to play great responsibility football on defense, but you're also very fired up to go hit somebody, and we need to hit the right person. That's the dude that has the ball in his hand, and so sometimes whenever that quarterback, he can create some big plays with his feet, and so we got to be really disciplined on the edges to be where we're supposed to be, and then hit him whenever we're supposed to hit him.
One weird question before we let you get out of here, and you're going to go talk to some students tonight, is that right? Yeah. So you're going to go talk more ball and try to get people to the game Saturday night. What's the last thing Joey McGuire cooked? Breakfast. That's about all I can cereal in a bowl?
Cook.
Or
no,
is
no,
that,
no.
Okay.
I think I did a bagel, egg and
there we go.
Egg and bacon.
Some protein, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese.
Yeah, very nice. Well, Coach, glad you're here.
Thank you.
We will. You will be here, I think, for the duration of most of these shows. But you've got to go get these students out there to that game Saturday night.
Well,
man.
let me say something before we leave, and I hope I'm saying this the right way. I've tried to think of different ways to say this, and it might come off a little maybe in your face, but I don't think you'll take it this way. Man, we need everybody in the stands on Saturday. Y'all have to understand that. Like, whenever I got here and I went to a basketball game, I've never seen anything like it. And the thing that we've told recruits is think about that, and it's like on steroids. You're talking about 15,000 versus 60,000. So the weird thing I'm going to say to you is put your money where your mouth is. If you are a diehard Red Raider and you're saying that we're the best fan base in the country, you're not watching it from home. You're in the seats and you're being loud. The one thing this team has done is they bought into who we are, and they've done it with faith, and then they've seen it, and it's going to work. The one thing I ask y'all to do is just do it with faith. Trust me that we're going to put a product on the field that you're going to be really proud of. And so get there Saturday night, 7 o'clock, and be extremely loud. We will make you proud, I promise you.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
That's right. That's right. That is the head coach of the Red Raiders, Joey McGuire. We will return in a little bit. We'll talk some running back to some running backs when we return. Red Raider football with Joey McGuire from Rudy's Barbecue will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Mark Adams, head back.
Clear for break 2.
Teamwork drives our program, and Red Raider Club members are a part of our team. You provide the necessary resources to compete each day. Thank you for giving to the Red Raider Club and supporting more than 400 student-athletes through scholarships, academic support, nutrition, sports medicine, and much more. You are true Raider power. Record.
At Reliant, being a part of Red Raider Nation means more than just cheering on the team. It's about being a part of a community that supports one another. As an electricity provider, it is our commitment to every customer, and it's as strong as our Texas roots. It's our promise today and for generations to come. We look forward to teaming up with you. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Envision yourself on the front porch enjoying a cold glass of iced tea as the sun fades over the horizon. We can help you realize that dream with a home loan from Capital Farm Credit. Not only do we finance land and livestock, we also offer loans to purchase, refinance, and build homes. Even if you want to buy that second home for a tranquil escape, we offer competitive rates and terms. Let us finance your dreams. CapitalFarmCredit.com.
Stay up to date with all of your favorite Red Raider teams. Find everything you need on TexasTech.com, including scores, schedules, game recaps, and much more. Don't forget to follow us on your favorite social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat. Be sure to use the hashtag Wreckham to join the conversation. If you have any questions about your favorite Red Raider team, visit TexasTech.com or call 806-742-TECH. Texas Tech Red Raiders, fearless champions, live here. What does it take to make the perfect brisket? Football and barbecue lovers know that the perfect brisket needs the right wood. Rudy's smokes all of their meats using their delicious signature rubs in 100% oak-fired pits. Get your real Texas barbecue fix today at Rudy's or on the web at rudys.com.
Open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, this is Stephen Hartzell, host of the College Sports Now podcast. Every week, we're talking about football with some of the biggest names in the game. Subscribe to College Sports Now wherever you get your podcasts and follow along on Twitter at CSNowTweets.
At Simmons Pump and Supply, pumps are our business, but people are our passion. Your water supply is critical to the well-being of your crops and your family. When it comes to irrigation and house wells, no other product has been designed by and built for West Texans for 66 years. The next time your well stops producing, make sure your contractor calls Simmons Pump and Supply for the highest quality solution for your water well applications. Or visit SimmonsPump.com to find a contractor in your area. And most importantly,
30 seconds.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023.
10 seconds.
Institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Handoff goes left. It's Thompson. He gets the sideline. He reaches out for the pylon. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Red Raider football with Joey McGuire back here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue here until 7 o'clock, as we are every single Thursday throughout the fall. Looking forward to being back here. Football season is here, and I'm with a couple of studs right here. SaRodorick Thompson, Taj Brooks, running backs. Yeah, y'all. So we're gonna have to take turns here. You get and don't be deferring to the other guy. Somebody's got to speak up when we ask a question here. All right?
Yeah, I got you.
So, what would we be doing if we weren't here right now? What would y'all be doing right now?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be watching the West Virginia versus Pitt game.
You'd be watching football, okay?
Yeah,
and you told me the same thing. You'd be watching the Oklahoma State Central Michigan game. So just different games, but same thing. You guys ready to get this thing going?
Yes, very ready. Very excited. Very ready to get it going.
Take me through when you find out Zach Kitley is going to be the coordinator, and you kind of go through practices and everything, and he starts talking about, man, I think my two best guys on that side of the ball are my two running backs. What's going through you guys' head? I see both of y'all kind of with this wry smile.
Yeah. I would say basically just getting the ball. Like, he's gonna get the ball in our hands at the right situation. So just him having an open mind and talking to us about what you think about this and what you think about that. So it's just exciting for them.
SaRodorick?
I couldn't say it even better. Like what he said, just him having an open mind, him talking to us and communicating that he plans to use us a lot. And like we know that like we're pretty good players, and so like that's just putting a lot of confidence back in us.
I love it. See, we know we're pretty good. I like that. That is confidence right there. I would agree with both of you. Taj, take me through the pointing to your wrist. Taj time. Yeah. Take me through that. That's become kind of your trademark.
It actually is. I gotta just accept it. But it's basically just every time I score, it's just something just saying Brooks' time. It's just my time to shine. And just to cheer on everybody, the fans and the teammates. They get excited when they do it also. So it's just something to be happy and just be
your
excited
calling
about.
card. Yeah, like your catchphrase or something. Yeah, that's right. You got T-shirts with it on there, Brooks time or anything?
Not yet, but
you need to get a T-shirt with like a watch on it or something.
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
Okay, there you go. SaRodorick, you have scored touchdowns in the red and black 33 times in your career. Did you realize that? How many it was?
I had a clue that was somewhere right there.
There you go. Does one of those stick out more than the other? Do you have a favorite?
The one against Lamar my freshman year.
Oh, the very first one?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember one last year. Was it against it was against Iowa State. No, what was the one where you ran in and you there was still some time left and people were like, okay, should they score? Should they get it down on the one? Do you remember that one?
No.
Or is that maybe that was 2 years ago against Baylor. Yeah, Baylor 2 years ago. Yeah, that was an interesting one because you kind of went in there and weren't sure if you were supposed to score or not. But 33 times is a lot, and you kind of we talked about that. Take me through you guys and how you'll be used though, because I don't think you'll just be handed the football. You'll be, used as a receiver as well. Is this accurate?
That's correct. I would say we'll be using all aspects of the game: pass pro, catching. Really just using us as a liability and just making us the best running back group that we can.
Okay. Tell me about the younger guys, the guys that aren't up here that play your group. Cameron, Bryson. I know that maybe Nehemiah kind of gets some looks back there. Xavier, but kind of take me through some of those other guys and how you've been able to help them with this position.
Well, obviously Cam didn't get a chance to play that much last year because we had a very loaded room and he was the young guy coming in. But he actually showed a lot of stuff this spring. He showed some real flashes of speed and what he can do when he gets the ball. And, we're all excited to see Cam go because we knew that Cam could go, but the rest of the public didn't. So I'm very excited for him, and I can't wait to see what he puts on film.
Taj, your favorite NFL running back?
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. Okay, there you go. Sroderick?
Mine was Le'Veon Bell back in the day.
Le'Veon Bell. Okay, a couple of good. Is there anybody, because both of those guys aren't playing anymore, is there anybody currently that you kind of model or try to follow or say, I see myself in this guy, or I want to be like this guy?
For me, not really. My favorite running back right now is Dalvin Cook, but I don't really see myself trying to model my game.
Okay, okay. Taj?
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon, okay.
Just kind of similar thing that we have the same such things as that. So.
Other than football, Sir Roderick Thompson is known for what?
My basketball ability.
Oh, so you're a hooper.
A little bit.
What are you, point guard?
A little bit. Yes.
I bet you're always open, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
Probably for a reason? No, you just leave it up? Okay.
No, I just know how to get open.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Did you play basketball in high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does Coach McGuire let you guys go hoop over in the rec, or is that off limits for ankle injuries, or do y'all kind of sneak over there? I see Taj smiling.
It's off limits.
It's off limits. It's off limits.
Okay, Taj, same question. Other than football, what is Taj Brooks known for?
Video games.
Oh, you're a gamer.
Gamer. Big gamer.
Okay.
He's looking like that because he ain't played me in Madden. not yet, you know what I'm saying.
So y'all get after it then. Who's the best gamer on the team?
Sroderick.
You can't say yourself. Yeah, but you know what? Hey, we're really good players and all that. You said that already, so I should let you get away with that, being a good video game player too. Okay, take me through Saturday night. What's favorite pregame routine? It's a long day, 7:00 kick, so probably a long day of meetings and just kind of waiting for it to get there. But what's favorite pregame routine when you get to the stadium? What do you kind of look forward to most before the game starts?
I'll go first. Let me say, I would say when we get to the stadium, I like to just go outside, just feel the weather, feel the air, feel how the wind's feeling, and then get my little warm up in, and then really just hold the ball and just start getting my little ball security stuff right, and then really then just jog back in and just get my mind ready.
Okay. What about you?
For me, I'll just go down there, get my little stretches in. Everyone knows I'm an old man now, so I get my little stretches.
What are you, 22?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not old, man. I'm telling you right now. You are not.
No, but yeah, I do my little stretches. Then I take a lap around the field and work on some cuts, get my legs working, blood flowing. And then thing I look forward to the most is just going down that line, seeing all the students in the student section and dapping them up. And, that's the thing I like the most.
What's on the playlist that you're listening to? You guys all have headphones or earpods in. What's on the playlist? Oh, yeah, you can tell me.
Okay, let me start off. I got some Gunna. I got some Lil Baby. I got some.
It's not on. These are not on my playlist. I don't know any of these. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Some Meek Mill, some Rod Wave, some
Chief
Keef.
Choice, our on-site producer. Are you getting these down? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Roderick, how about you?
I got some Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi Vert, but
palms up. I have no idea. Yeah, y'all have. Yeah. See, you're not old. Okay, I would say you're not old. Tell me about Murray State real quick before I let you get out of here. Tell me about Murray State. What you guys expect to see? You kind of hear they play back a little bit. Want to keep everything in front of them. That could open up the run game possibly. What do you guys expect to see from the Racers?
We expect to see a lot of odd fronts, a lot of Casey fronts, things like that, and then we expect to be very involved in like the checkdowns and things like that, and then we expect to run the ball.
Taj, tell me about Kenny Perry. He's about to come up here. Tell me about Kenny Perry, your position coach.
That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. Coach Perry, he's a great coach. He provides a lot of energy on special teams and in the running back room. Even when we're watching film, he provides us with the good knowledge that we need to know for the next days, for the coming days, and then the game weeks and stuff like that. He gives us the right information at times, and that's my dog.
Stay healthy, boys. Good luck. Sir Roger, quit smiling so much. All right, there we go. You guys go get back to it. Go video game, go basketball, whatever you got on a Thursday night. Go watch some football.
Yes,
that'll do it. Sir Roderick Thompson, Taj Brooks. We'll be back with Associate Head Coach Kenny Perry when we return. Red Raider Football with Joey McGuire from Rudy's Barbecue. We'll continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
This football season, Claire from Bright 3, teaming up with Caprock
record this football season, Caprock Cardiovascular Center will donate $200 to the American Heart Association to help stroke and heart disease research. The SAC Heart Disease Program is presented by Caprock Cardiovascular Center and your Texas Tech Red Raiders. Our town, our team.
Whether it's a weekend retreat, rich, productive farmland, or green grass, your land is a timeless investment. Capital Farm Credit, a member-owned lending cooperative.
Hey, Marshall, how much time we got left break-wise?
We got 3 minutes, 13 seconds left in this break, and we have one more 4-minute and 5-second break we need to take.
Thank you.
Two more breaks.
Okay. All right. It's going to be a bit choppy.
You're going to have to. You got to get to break by 6:54. 6:54. Get there. Get to
So what I should do is come back real fast and pitch to another break. We'll get like one comment from Coach Perry, pitch to another break,
make it easier.
and then I've got to do another one.
No.
The last one. Yeah.
We've had 1, 2. Sorry. No.
Do math here. They told me to be no math.
We've got this break.
I just have to do one break
after this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here you go.
How's it going? Hey, we're rusty too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, who's his first one, right? That's right.
First one.
Yeah, I need his name.
I wrote it down.
Okay. Hey, trust us, Tim. We won't screw it up. There you go.
Marshall P10.
Marshall
P10.
Okay. Like
P-A-T-O-N. Yeah. P-A-T-O-N.
Hey, Jim, I feel like I'm the
Joe McGuire era of Texas Tech football in style. Visit RedRaidersContest.com and enter to win for your chance to watch the Masked Rider and the team take the field before the November 26th matchup versus the Oklahoma Sooners. Winner also receives 2 sweet tickets with complimentary food and beverage and an autographed Joey McGuire football. Enter to win by visiting RedRaidersContest.com and be a VIP thanks to Texas Farm Bureau. Teamwork, pride, commitment to be the best. This is what makes Cardinal Sports Center and Texas Tech football brands you can count on. At Cardinals, we've been your local choice for sporting goods, apparel, and footwear for over 75 years, including a large selection of Texas Tech football gear for the entire family. Visit us at mycardinalsports.com. Cardinal Sports Center, everything sports. A proud corporate sponsor of Texas Tech Athletics.
At Reliant, being a part of Red Raider Nation means more than just cheering on the team. It's about being a part of a community that supports one another. As an electricity provider, it is our commitment to every customer, and it's as strong as our Texas roots. It's our promise today and for generations to come. We look forward to teaming up with you. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics.
Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
30 seconds.
Stay up to date with all of your favorite
Marshall, one more time. How long is the next break? Not this one.
4 minutes and 5 seconds.
4 minutes for the next one. Okay. All right, we're probably going to get to it pretty quick. Thanks.
That sounds good.
Chat. Be sure to use the hashtag Wreckham to join the conversation. If you have any questions about your favorite Red Raider team, visit TexasTech.com or call 806-742-TECH. Texas Tech Red Raiders, fearless champions, live here.
And Brooks in the backfield. He does get the handoff, has a hole inside the 10-5, slung around, spins out of it, touchdown Red Raiders!
Red Raider football with Joey McGuire back here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance wants you to be a VIP of TTU. Enter to win at RedRaidersContest.com for your chance to win 2 sweet tickets with complimentary food and beverage. Pregame field experience to watch the team and Masked Rider enter the stadium and a tour for an upcoming football game. With Associate Head Coach Kenny Perry now, we're going to get just a few comments in. We'll pitch it to another break, so we're running out of time here in the show. But Coach Perry, nice to be with you.
Appreciate it.
So take me through those 2 guys that were just up here.
Oh, wow.
What did you see from those guys when you got here?
Well, I instantly became the best running back coach in the country. I didn't have anything to do with it. They're they're phenomenal. As good of athletes they are, though. Sir Roderick is amazing how smart he is. I mean, he really knows the offense. Taj, same thing. I recruited Sir Roderick a little bit when I was at Kansas, knowing damn good and well he wasn't going to come to Kansas. But the fact that, you know, I knew him a little bit in high school, and I heard about Taj, you know, when I was at SMU, just seeing him in person. You know, Taj, he said it earlier, the thing that, you know, talking about great running backs, the first thing he said, you got to be able to block. If you talk to most high school running backs or college running backs, they say they got to be able to score, they got to be able to run. And that's kind of what they're about. They do the dirty work first, and then everything else comes to them. So that's what impresses me the most about those guys.
There's more to the running back position than carrying the rock. I mean, no doubt. And when you figure that out, it's like, look out.
No doubt.
Yeah, got to be able to catch it. Got to be able to stick your head in there and block guys trying to get after your quarterback. Take me through your relationship with Joey a little bit.
Well, I know he always talks about mentors. You know, he talks about Matt Rule and, you know, some of these other guys, but he probably very rarely mentions me as his mentor, which he should, because, you know, I've had a lot to do with his coaching career. He gave me one of the worst butt whippings I've ever had. So I spent my whole next year making sure that I did everything to beat him. So me and him, we go back a long ways just because we were Texas high school coaches. We were in the same district, and we used to share ideas off each other. And then once he became a head coach, I was already a head coach. And then we learned to hate each other because we were playing against each other. And we said one year after we played, we spent half the game, the officials stopped the game. They said, hey, we're going to start throwing flags on you guys. And after the game, we said, hey, we can't ever play each other no more. We're not going to like each other. So that was the last time we played. And but no, you know what? The guy, he's unbelievable. I tell people all the time, they just don't realize what he does. You know, I thought I was a really good head coach, and I did it till 10 o'clock at night, and he did it 24/7. And that's the reason he's the head coach at Texas Tech.
Great, very well said. Very well said. Yeah, that passionate speech you gave a while ago. I mean, that's just who the guy is. Be patient with us here. Let's go ahead and pitch it to another break. I want to come back and ask you about your competitiveness and the fan base that you kind of experienced as you got here. We'll do that when we return. Red Raider Football with Joey McGuire from Rudy's Barbecue will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
West Texas Land Guys is one of the regions.
Clear for break 4.
In Lubbock, San Angelo, and Abilene. West Texas Land Guys have developed hundreds of acres and 10 communities in Lubbock alone. To see some of our work, visit the vineyards at Escondido or come see us in the 2023 Parade of Homes in Sedona. Whether you're thinking of selling land or want to buy a lot for your dream home, we've got you covered. Visit westtexaslandguys.com to see how we're developing the future.
College football isn't just about a game. It's about pride. Pride for our Red Raiders who leave it all on the field every game. Pride for Texas Tech, a school that has shaped the landscape of West Texas. And pride for Lubbock, a community that shares a passion for our hometown team. At Plains Capital Bank, our commitment to Tech football runs deep. Supporting our community is just a part of who we are as a company and as individuals. That's why we're in the stands cheering on the Red Raiders at every game. Because at Plains Capital Bank, we're proud to be here too. Recom Tech, member FDIC.
West Texas weather is always unpredictable, and when high winds and debris damage your roof, there's only one company to call. Andrus Brothers Roofing. ABR has been in business for over 35 years and are part of the Lubbock Area Roofing Contractors Associations, so you know they'll do the job right. If it's not ABR, it's not Andrus Brothers Roofing.
Andrus Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee. Andrus Brothers Roofing, every time.
At Interim Home Health and Hospice, we provide one-on-one attention to patients in their own homes. We have been caring for Lubbock and the surrounding areas with personalized hospice care for 20 years. West Texans proudly serving West Texans so you can rest, feel, and live well. Call us at 806-791-0042 or visit us at interimhealthcare.com. Interim Healthcare, the champions of your health.
At Reliant, being a part of Red Raider Nation means more than just cheering on the team. It's about being a part of a community that supports one another. As an electricity provider, it is our commitment to every customer, and it's as strong as our Texas roots. It's our promise today and for generations to come. We look forward to teaming up with you. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Hey, Marshall, what time does the bed start at the end of the segment?
57:43.
57:43, and then we have how long till it's out?
30 seconds.
30
so
seconds.
At 58:13, I will need you out.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
We serve the Texas Panhandle, West Texas, the Permian Basin, and eastern New Mexico. And we work every day to earn your business. Call CTSI now at 806-793-8961 or go to ctsinet.com.
Y'all know I'm a Texan born and raised. It's my roots, my family's home, just like McGuire. They're family owned, and I'm a family guy. The day after the draft, they were there for me. McGuire was there for me when it mattered, and they're going to be there for you. Y'all need to know McGuire. These are good people, and they make it so easy. I'm Patrick Mahomes, and I love McGuire Nissan.
30 seconds.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who miss the fairway all day and still pull out the big stick. The type of guys who will always prefer to be behind the grill than in front of the camera. And the men who never let their friends forget about a high school nickname. This is the Lodge.
10 seconds.
Is Twin Peaks.
Who wants to settle for a single TV? With more TVs, bigger screens, plus our fabulous scenic views, there's more to watch at Twin Peaks.
Gets the snap, has time. Now it's breaking down, and they've got him sacked. They've sacked him. It's Hutchings that gets the sack.
Red Raider football with Joey McGuire back here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Just a few more minutes left with Associate Head Coach Kenny Perry. Now, and Coach, I wonder if you remember this. I saw you after one of those basketball games back in the spring. I think maybe the old Longhorns were in town. And I think you guys were really starting to see, whoa, this place is chomping at the bit. Take me through what you've experienced since you've been here from that standpoint with the fans.
Well, I played at Houston back in the day, and so as a player going back to the late 80s, early 90s, I hated coming here. And then I've coached at TCU in Kansas, and every time I came here, I was like, yeah, these fans are something else. They're ridiculous. And so then when Joey told me he's coming here, I'm like, hell, we got the best fans in the country. And so it's pretty easy to flip. And then when you get here and you see that, I mean, it's unbelievable going to those basketball games, and it was unbelievable. I mean, it didn't matter if there was a 12-year-old kid or an 80-year-old grandma, they were saying and doing the same things. And I was like, yeah, this is my people.
And they mentioned Joey mentioned how competitive you are earlier. You don't like to lose at anything, huh?
No, I hate it.
Yeah, tiddlywinks or football or backgammon
doesn't matter what it is. Cooking, dating. I shouldn't say dating. I haven't been married in a while, so I wasn't real good at that.
Who's the funniest guy in your room, like as far as your position group?
You know what? They're all kind of different because Taj is really dry. Obviously Sarr being he's a laughable, smiley guy. And then Cam Valdez he's sneaky. He's a young. The young guys are always sneaky. They don't know, and they're always smart Alex trying to impress everybody. So yeah, he's always the one. If I say something kind of weird or funny, he's always one giggling and make sure everybody knows what I said. So I'd say Cam.
So you get to be with me again later on in the season. You get to double dip in this thing, but I appreciate you spending some time with us. Good luck Saturday night. It should be a lot of fun, man. I'm glad you guys are finally it's here and you guys get going and get in a routine and we're off to the races here.
No doubt. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. Studio board op Marshall Featon, producer and on-site engineer Choice Woodman. This is Chris Lobo for head coach Joey McGuire, for Kenny Perry, for Sir Roderick Thompson, and for Taj Brooks, reminding you to join us for Red Raider Tailgate Show Saturday, September 3rd at 6 o'clock. The Murray State Racers and the Red Raiders from Jones AT&T Stadium. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
All right, you guys are clear.
Listening to Red Raider football with head coach Joey McGuire, presented by Rudy's Barbecue. Also brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Register VIP Suite Experience at RedRaidersContest.com.
Thank you, Marshall.